Hello, this is Arunava Chaudhuri, and you are live on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. And today I've got a very, very special guest who's taken time off his busy schedule to talk to me, Prithiijit of InterKashi. Prithiijit, thanks a lot for taking the time out to talk to me.
It's a pleasure.
Let's come straight to the big talking point at this moment in time, InterKashi and the case at CAS in regard to an ineligible player playing for Namdhari FC in that I-League game against you, which also now involves Churchill Brothers and the All India Football Federation. What is the latest? Is there any date set for the hearing?
We are still waiting to hear from CAS. They are yet to form the panel. We have named our arbitrator. It's a three arbitrator panel. So we are waiting to hear from CAS on the calendar. And then we hope in the next 1 month, month and a half, they come up with the verdict.
How difficult is it for you to plan the new 2025-2026 season? The season officially in India starts on the 1st of June, unlike in the rest of the world where most of the world starts on the 1st of July. There's no clarity in general in Indian football at the moment, but that's a different talking point. But for you, how difficult is it at the moment to plan? Are you planning like an I-League team? Are you planning now that you will be a team in the Indian Super League? How is InterKashi planning the new season?
I think it is challenging. We have started signing some players, but it is challenging because as of now, we are going to play the I-League. But there is a possibility of some things changing, and then maybe we could get into ISL. We don't know. So there is this large question mark. So it is a little tough, but you have to make the best of what you have. I mean, what can I say? I think I can only say that we are grateful to be in a situation where we have a small chance of playing in the ISL next season.
But how is it being taken by the staff at the club, by the owners, by the coaching staff, by the players? You know, everyone has played for it. How's the suspense? What kind of impact is it having?
Our chairman, Vinod Duggar, he is really, really supportive. He feels football should win and whatever is right should happen. So based on that, we felt that we should have won the points against Namdhari. We felt it was a very clear case, which is why when we lost in the appeal committee, we accepted the decision. And because the legal remedy there was to go and appeal that decision in CAS, we went there. Everyone is anxious, and we just have to wait and see what CAS says.
To go to CAS is a big step. It is a big expenditure as well to go to CAS. A lot of people have been talking about going to CAS in Indian football over the last decade, I would say. No one has ever done it. How big a step was it for you as a club to do this, to say, listen, we want to stand on the right side. We want to fight for what we perceive to be or what we feel, what we think is right in the name of football?
For us, it was very easy. I think the chairman was very, very clear. He said it's not about the cost, it is about standing for what is right. And if we strongly believe that we have been wronged, we should go and do whatever remedy we have to make sure we get the justice. So I think like the whole credit is to the chairman. He was very, very clear that if it is right, we should fight for it.
How do you see the reactions? I mean, there is a certain portion of clubs, officials, of fans who are on your side, and there is also another portion which seems to be against you. How did you see that play out, especially on social media, which has been quite interesting to watch since the things have been happening since, especially around that match which Churchill Brothers hosted InterKashi?
I think we are very humbled that in a very short time span we have been able to get fans and followers People say good or bad, at least they're following you. So for us, it's amazing that there is so much interaction. There is so much interest on InterKashi. For us, it's amazing.
But one has to also say that InterKashi as a club, which is not even 24 months old, was able to get a Senor Habas, a Johnny Kauko to come and play in the I League. That raised a lot of eyeballs. Um, you used your good contacts and your good offices, so to say, with certain people to be able to convince them. Um, is there a wrong perception also at InterKashi that, oh, listen, these are the big boys, they're willing to spend, they're able to spend, and they're trying to, get their way into the ISL?
I think there is a misunderstanding. A lot of times we have been misunderstood, misread. We have not done anything special to anyone. We have provided what should be provided to a professional footballer.
Mhm.
Professional footballers should be paid salaries on time. We have given them salaries on time. Professional footballers should be given a nice place to stay. They should be given the best amenities so they can relax, rest, recover. Football is a really, really intensive physical game. Sometimes with humidity, you would lose up to 5 kilos of body weight training. So you need that kind of luxury to recover and rest, and which is also shown on our field of play. We were very fortunate with the medical team, with the sports scientists, with the coaching staff, that we didn't have much issues with injuries. Uh, so I think overall we were good. Like Edmund is a very good example for us. He had a lot of injuries when he was in Bangalore. He came back from injury, but last season he played 100% of the matches without any injury. So I think we are not doing anything special. We are just respecting the professional, and we're giving them what the bare minimum what they deserve.
You just mentioned Edmund Randika, I think one of the success stories of InterKashi in its young history. A player that you took from BFC. Of course, everybody knew this boy has a lot of talent, a lot of potential, but you said injuries. I remember he got injured playing for East Bengal against Mohun Bagan in a derby. I was actually one of the commentators. I remember that game. Made him a national team player. You gave him an opportunity to go out and train in Canada and trial in Canada, and now he leaves for East Bengal. How do you see that as InterKashi?
I think every club has a certain role to play. We provided a platform. Edmund used it to the maximum. He grew himself to a level where he got an opportunity from a club like East Bengal with a lot of history. And I think the numbers were such that nobody could refuse, and he just went.
Would have the situation be different if InterKashi by now would have been an ISL team? That Edmund would not have to think about, okay, listen, if I want to play ISL, I have to leave the club and move on without knowing what the future holds?
If we were assured of playing the ISL, maybe he wouldn't have gone. Maybe we could have convinced him to stay. Uh, I think in hindsight, who knows? I mean, it is painful to see him go, but it's also nice to see him progress so much in his career.
Yeah, there are always two sides to the story in that way. On one side, the club might be disappointed that he's gone, on the other side, proud that he moves on to an established club like East Bengal. Generally, InterKashi, a club which is not even 2 years old, in a state like Uttar Pradesh, the first ever real professional team from UP. Um, that's a big challenge, right? In the most populous state in India, to try and build a football team in a city like Kashi, to try and create something out of really nothing?
I think that's the challenge which we taken on. We were very clear that we are entering a space where there isn't much football, but we want to be the leader, be the brand ambassador, and we want to set an example where seeing us, other corporates, other people in the state start building up clubs. So, like this year, Lucknow has a new club called Lucknow Falcons from the Ikana group. So, I think slowly seeing us, a lot of people will come in, and then football will grow in the state.
How important is it overall? You've got a strong men's team, women's team played IWL2. You've got teams now in the under 13, under 15, under 17 youth league that you can show that you are a club. You are not just a one team shop that focuses just on the men's team.
I think we have certain plans. We want to be a proper club with a full academy with everything. We started last year with the youth team with the 13, 15, 17. All of them were local Banaras boys. There is some raw talent. They need a little bit of polishing. There are a lot of raw diamonds, as you may say. We did a women's team, which I think, did quite well with depending on the team we set up. It was, I think, the average age was 17, 18. We've hired Orko, who's been working with women's football for a long time. We have a very clear vision for that because we think women footballers have a really good opportunity. The pathway is less competitive, so chances of success is higher. And I think in our country, women lead, so we have a lot of expectations from our women's team.
And why shouldn't you have that? But there's one big question that a lot of your fans have, or people who follow and track InterKashi. When will you play in Kashi?
The youth team are playing. The senior team, we will play very, very soon. We are working very closely with the government, with the sports department, with the football association. There are certain challenges. There are a lot of rules and regulations, and I think everyone is supporting us. But as they say, Rome wasn't built in one day, so it can't happen overnight, but it will happen very, very fast.
And that is what you're trying to do across the board. You've achieved a lot in less than 2 years. If you look forward into the next 5 years, where would you like InterKashi to be in 2030?
We would want to be a young team. We would want to be a team which has a lot of homegrown talent. We want to be a team who is a role model, uh, seeing whom other people think football can be a business. People start investing in football. We hope seeing us do some good work, seeing us create an ecosystem, do focus on grassroots, focus on local youth. We can start getting people to the stadium. So I think in 5 years we would want to have a larger ecosystem in UP, have more UP footballers play nationally in our club, in different clubs, and just grow football.
And that in itself is a challenge, knowing the size, the length, and the width of UP, and of course the population, not to forget to it. Finally, coming back to the CAS case, at the moment still an ILD club. What's your hope? Will CAS give you the verdict that you are hoping for and that would make you an ISL team?
I wish I could read into the future. I think we just need to wait and watch.
Prithiijit, thanks a lot for your time once again. Thank you for answering the questions so candidly, so openly, so honestly as you can. Um, I, as you know, have been tracking the work that you guys have been doing at InterKashi, and I think a lot of others have been doing as well. Let's wait and see what happens at CAS. Let's wait and see also what happens to the 2025-2026 season in Indian football. A lot of things are happening or not happening. We'll all have to wait and see. But once again, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you. It's a complete pleasure. I think together we grow the game.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Share this video, like it if you thought it was good, and subscribe to Arunfoot. Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye, everyone.
Bye.